Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, happy Friday, where you're chiming in from. Today, I have a great guest right from the big state of Texas and right from Dallas, Texas. This guy is a friend, is a brother. He's an investor and a multi talented individual. He came from the Don Joints, but over time, aligning himself with the best of the best in the community and always looking for opportunities to grow. He has transformed his entire financial life and also helping other people build wealth. Please join me. Welcome, my friend, my brother, Mr. Samson. How you doing, brother?
The way you introduce me, I hope my village people I don't watch this life.
Your village people will be okay. They'll be okay.
Thank
They'll
you
be
for having
okay.
me, man. It's a pleasure, man.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for having me. I'm in San Antonio. I came here to do a little weekend getaway. I took some time to come see my friend, my brother, my business partner, somehow, and then yeah, there I am today.
Oh man, it's always an honor to have you. Samsung, if you guys don't know, is one of my really good best friends. I have very few people that I can give them that accolade that he's a very good friend and brother to me. So today we're gonna just be talking here about our journey, where we came from, humble beginnings. Your dad passed away when you were pretty young. Yeah, just we all have the same story. My mom, my dad passed away when I was pretty young as well. So brought up by our moms. Luckily, you still have your mom, and I really appreciate. Have been
She
in
keep
the
asking about.
present. I've been in the
Yeah,
present of your mom
yeah.
multiple
She
times.
asked
She
about you all
is
the time.
just so lovely. When you were here, whenever she comes by, I will stop by and enjoy her food. And so
Sure.
you're lucky. And I see the way you just enjoy the moment with your mom.
It's
So,
priceless.
sometimes when I see that, I love it, and it just brings tears to my eyes. But that is a good thing. Keep up with that.
Appreciate it.
But what I want to ask you today, Samson, how has the United States, I don't know how long you've been in this country, but how has your journey been from a financial perspective? I know a life perspective will take you, but what have you learned over your time here in the United States?
My journey is too long. If I had to write a book today about my journey, I'll make that maybe 5,000 pages. You know, born and raised in Cameroon, francophone. I came to America. I didn't know how to speak English. Few people know that about me. Some of my good friend who knows about it. When I first came, I was in Maryland.
Yeah.
So there's some few guys who knows me in Maryland. They know my story. If I had to call them today, people like I just name few names: OJ, T Boy, some guys that I stay with.
Yeah.
When I even came here, just imagine you go to a different country, you don't know how to speak the
Yeah,
language.
yeah, yeah. There's something. When I was in Cameroon, I didn't know how to speak French.
Yeah.
So going to France or Germany was the last thing in my brain because
Yeah.
like it's gonna be so difficult for me to even learn the language
Yeah.
when I start integrating.
So that was kind of part of my journey. Starting, it was tough to integrate, learning the language, you know, put yourself into it. But they say that I wanted to invest in Cameroon, so I have some background education. So it was easy for me to learn
Yeah.
because I already have that aptitude, to
Yes.
assimilate new things
Yes.
and something like that. So it took me like 1 year, to be honest, to be kind, to learn English,
Wow.
to be able to express myself.
So
And then I have a lot of story behind it, but I'm not gonna go deep in
yeah,
details.
yeah, yeah.
But that's my journey, and then go from there. Went to college. I was a student athlete, make my way up, play soccer. He helped me pay for my education.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
And then there I am today. Fast forward, 10, 15 years from now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm doing good for myself.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I got to meet you when you moved here in San Antonio a couple years ago, and you gave me some of the things that you've gone through in Maryland and how you perceive life overall,
Yeah.
right? The way you perceive. Can you explain to the audience, right? What were your thoughts back in Maryland and as opposed to you moving to Texas? What has changed in your financial abilities and the way you see
No,
money?
I would say this. I would say this to be kind, to be honest. I'm so glad that when I came to this country, America, I stayed in Maryland first
Okay.
because It taught me, I would say, wisdom. It taught me how to think critically, think outside the box. Because I'm not lying to you, Maryland guys, my friends over there, we were very sharp
Yep.
in terms of we can look as we play too much. We are party guys, but we are smart workers. I will not say hard workers.
Yeah.
We are smart workers.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of my journey. And then moving out of there, it's like you stay somewhere for too long, and then you want to rebuild yourself.
Correct.
I want to do something different.
Yes.
I want to do get out of my comfort zone.
Correct.
And then how did I know about San Antonio? Just a really short story. When I was a student athlete, play for my university, we came and play against University of
UTSA.
no in kind of what?
In kind of well. Okay.
We played at my home, and then we're at the hotel. The coach said, "Okay, we have 4 hours. Do what you want to do."
Figure out.
I went down. I saw something. I said, "Wow, this is a nice city. If I ever have to move to Texas, I'm coming to San Antonio." That's how my journey started.
Wow.
Came to this, city, and then, it's always good to be somewhere nobody knows you,
Yeah.
nobody knows your story, and then you come as this, like you say in our slang, as a
Yep.
mumu, no?
Yep.
Come as a mumu.
Yep.
You just look at people, you learn, and then I will not lie to you. There's few people that when I came here, people like you, who kind of sparked me. I remember the first time we met, we were at the party.
Yeah, I
Just
remember
met.
that friends that we
We
just
just
met.
met, and it just clicked, and
Yep.
then fast forward, where I am today. And I will not lie to you, there's a lot of things I learned in Maryland, and I really appreciate it. But that one's the past. Life, you have to move on.
Oh yeah.
You have to keep climbing
The ladder.
the ladder.
Yeah.
Climb the ladder. So, and then you too, you play a big part of my life, man. So I will not lie to you. You're part of this journey somehow. I don't know if you're gonna ask me a question about it, but
Yeah, I'll ask you a question
that's
about
something
it.
that
Yeah.
I want to also mention. During this little discussion, interviews,
Okay.
whatever.
Great. And yeah, again, just to remind those that are joining, I'm here with my brother Samsung. He's from Dallas. We've been friends for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And he is a friend, a brother, a family man, and an investor. So he doesn't just work hard; he's working smart, and he's building a portfolio that is not gonna leave. Proverbs 11:23 says, "A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children." That is 3 generations. That's you, your child, and your grandkids. So if you fall in just one generation, then you're not a good man, and you will not get favor from God. It's written there in Proverbs. It's written clear. So you have to figure out how. And generational wealth doesn't just mean leaving money to your kids. It's impacting them,
Yeah.
leaving them with knowledge, leaving them with something that they can leave. They can leave past past your life. Okay. Mr. Samson, you've been here 10 plus years and you finally moved back to Dallas. What has been some of the accomplishments from a financial perspective? What are some of the things that you have done over these past 10 years after moving to Texas?
I would say this first of all, moving to San Antonio opened my eyes a lot when it comes to real estate.
Okay.
I know when I first came here, I know I met you. You told me you were owning this. You have this rental property
Yeah.
that you own somewhere, and then there's people like you, the two people like you and Patala, and I was seeing an apartment. You told me, "Hey, hurry up and buy a house." I didn't know what you were talking about. I went ahead and did my homework, find out about a house. I owned my first home in San Antonio
Yep.
after 1 year living here. So, and then I would say moving to Texas opened my eyes about what is real estate, doing my homework, learning what is that about, what is investing, and I came to understand your first home should not be your forever home.
Absolutely.
That was like an investment I bought. I built a home from scratch. To mention more, all the home that I own now, I built from scratch.
Yep.
Because
They have
of
been brand new homes.
brand new homes, because of the incentive that comes
with it.
with it. So
Okay.
Abibamile came and
Yeah.
always left.
This guy can beat price. This guy can beat price on the house.
So I would say this: from San Antonio to Dallas, Dallas was another step into my life.
Yeah.
The property that I own in this city are something that I look at them as big investment.
Oh yeah, it's a huge investment.
It's not. I don't want to list all, but it's more than 4. But at the same time, it's something I kind of plan it from the first year I came here.
Yeah.
From the first time I bought that first home, I planned to say, hey, and I will not lie to you, I learned that from you. because you didn't teach me, but telling me that was just seeing how you were doing it, how you were managing it. I remember one time you came to my house, you complained, this home is not doing this and that. I said, this guy own one or two. How do you even do that? And one time we went to your house, you were cleaning, I was helping you clean. So that kind of thing inspired
There
me.
you, yeah.
Without telling me that, hey, do this, but you were kind of like, bringing me along, and then like, so then
Yeah, I even remember when you bought your first when you got your first rental. I told
Yeah.
you there's no need for you to manage this thing by yourself. You need to get a management
Probably, yeah.
company. Yeah.
I have that in place. But I would say this, like, from San Antonio to Dallas, it was climbing the scale,
Oh yeah.
the scale. So, and then now I'm in the market of Dallas. Everything's doing good. I'm integrating, although the market is tough now. But there's one thing I learned about real estate, which is my key, I would say, is a big part of my portfolio. Buy the house. No, they say no. Marry, did the interest rate, and marry
Marry
the
the house. Yeah.
So, yeah, something like that.
So being a real estate investor, right? What are some of the challenges that you face?
When you have property. But for some of us, like, the property that we have tenants inside, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then to be kind, to see the return on investment is when you own more than one property. If you own one or two, you'll not really see it. But when you have like a 5, 6, when it adds up, the difference, the price difference that you earn from putting all of them
Together, the cash flow.
the cash flow, sorry, that was the keyword. The cash flow again are, collecting all the rent from tenants and something like that, and pay out the mortgage is very, very satisfying, when you look at it. So, but one of the challenges that I see is like, first of all, finding tenants. Sometimes the house can stay vacant, you have to pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, like, they're always gonna complain about maintenance, something like that, and then you have to deal with the HOA to do that. So, but it's not like really drastic, scary, because I have a property manager who would take that. I don't. The tenant doesn't know me. They never know who I am. I can even drive past by, see him. We don't know that's the owner of the house. So,
Yeah.
but overall, it's a good way to do, to own properties, because that is something that, although the market is hot right now, we know we'll pick up at some point.
Oh yeah.
But it's something that, I'm happy that, I took this step, to get into that route.
That's good. That's good. Personally, I think people have to understand that owning a property in the United States, especially multiple properties, it might be difficult sometimes. There are times that depending on how many properties you have, you might have 2 or 3 vacancies. If you don't have that residual cash flow or that money, that safe nest egg that you
cover
have,
up, yeah.
your properties might go on foreclosure. So, but there are alternative ways that people can invest without just buying a house. You can still invest in real estate by investing in real estate investment trust in the stock exchange market.
Right.
That simply means you're still investing in real estate. You have 10, 12, 11% return, and you're owning real estate trust. You're not necessarily carrying the hammer to go repair the house or a tenant calling you, especially nowadays with the advent of artificial intelligence and the stock market. Personally, I am no more buying real estate because it's very tricky, and it comes with upside upside profit and downside
Yeah, I'll
risk.
say this for us who went into it back in 2020, 21,
Good.
when the COVID hit.
Yep.
It's,
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
profitable,
Right
so
now, you see all these houses that we own. We can't afford those houses right now.
cannot.
Yeah, we cannot, especially with the price and everything, interest rate and stuff. But those that are not owning houses right now, right?
Yeah.
Or do not own houses right now, should they wait for interest rate to come down before they want to buy a house, or what should they do?
From my
What's
point
your
of view,
take?
you know, when they say when the offer is high, the demand is low. And when the demand is low, the offer is high.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, if you want to buy a house right now, not a property investment, personal residence, buy, because the interest will be high right now.
Yeah.
And you buy at a lower cost. But now,
And you can negotiate.
you can negotiate. You can have more incentive.
Incentives. Like new homes right now,
Mhm.
these property builders, they are giving really good
You see,
incentive.
another thing is that, oh, sorry to cut you off. Another thing is that, but the good thing is that the tricky part is that we are most likely speaking to people living in America, having the right to buy a house. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you're abroad, maybe in Japan, in Cameroon, anywhere, where you don't really qualify, but it doesn't really fall for you. But in American, somebody can buy, or maybe a resident, make sure you keep your credit score high.
Absolutely.
So when the times comes, when it dropped, you just enter the market and just refinance
Yep.
and go to the lower interest rate.
So,
You remember in COVID, when COVID hit,
yep.
if you were smart enough, you refinance.
I did.
I have some property now have like 1.9%.
I have my prior home
Yeah,
that I'm renting
yeah,
now is at 2.1.
exactly. So
So we'll never see such interest rates again.
no, you never come back.
And those are the properties that you don't sell. You never sell such properties.
Yeah,
And another thing that I did during COVID, I was on a 20-year mortgage. I refinanced to a 10-year mortgage. I've already paid 5 years into that. So
yeah.
in 10 years, everything being equal, the mortgage will be paid, and that will be humongous cash flow.
Yeah, money. Yeah. This guy like money.
Huge cash flow. Yeah. So, Samson, what are other things that I understand you're investing in Cameroon? You're investing in Cameroon.
No,
What are you doing in Cameroon?
no. In Cameroon, I haven't really fully invested myself to invest in there. I'm in a thinking, analyzing process.
Okay.
I will not lie to you. Every time I go to Cameroon, I always think about what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, me, I want my money to work for me.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't see that, the cash flow will come in really quick, I'm not putting myself into it.
Okay.
Like one thing, I'm going to be honest, all these furnished house apartment people do, I'm not really kind of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Why?
the return on investment.
Okay.
Let's say if I go to Cameroon and invest 200K, that's like up to like almost like a 110 million francs CFA.
Mm-hmm.
It will take me maybe 10, 15 years to break even.
Yeah.
Some will say that, oh, you are leaving legacy to my kids. That's not what I'm building for them. They have different path. If I'm doing something about, and not be kind,
Yeah.
the kids that we have in America, are we really sure they're gonna go back?
No, it's rare. It's
It's
very
rare.
rare.
Let's
Yeah.
let's just be honest. This should not be just be talking to please ourselves, to
Yeah.
talk what we want to hear. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still kind of doubting into
But
that.
some people say they plan to retire and go
No,
back.
no, you plan together. It's good. It's good. But it depends on your age.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
Mm-hmm.
Me, for instance, I will not be kind to really build a property. I will not advise somebody in our age right now to build a house right now because financially speaking, the $5,000 you have today, you know what it can return to you in 5 years if you invest it in the right way versus taking that 5,000, go buy a bag of cement and build a house for 5,000, and then I'm just using 5,000 as a
Yeah.
number. It will take you 10 years to recuperate that 5,000.
And some people, right? They don't usually. They take 5 to 7 years to build a house. So just imagine that 200,000 that you're gonna spend is gonna take you 5 to 7 years without you making any return because you're building.
I think
But what I usually tell people, right, or the way I see it, if you plan on living in Cameroon, right,
yeah.
and you understand that, okay, not necessarily your kids gonna own this property because your kids might not even want to go back.
And one more thing before you continue.
Yeah.
In Cameroon, in America, property appreciate. In Cameroon, property depreciate.
A
You
lot
see the
of people
difference?
tell you otherwise.
You see the thing?
Yes.
You see this how you can buy a house right now over here for $10.
Mhm.
In 3 years, that house is $15.
Yeah, or
In
13,
Cameroon, if
yeah.
you build that house for $10, in 4 years that house is you
$2.
let's see how the only thing that I appreciate in Cameroon is land.
Yes.
I would advise
Yes.
somebody, yeah, buy land, keep it. Is another also counts on that. You can buy land. If you don't build on it, somebody come and build on this. So many things in between. You know what I'm saying? Like even you have like the document of the land, there's always going to come beyond. So what am I trying to say? I'm not discouraging people not to build in Cameroon, but you should have a plan and a goal.
Okay.
Why are you doing that? Me, for instance, for my personal, I mentioned my personal decision.
Mm-hmm.
I like my money to work for me.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? I don't just put money just to put anyhow. I want to make sure the return on investment is right there. I can see it, I can feel it, I can reinvest it again. So, yeah.
Perfect, perfect. No, thank you. So, what are other things that you, apart from real estate, what are the other things that you're investing in right now?
Trying to expose somebody.
No, no, no,
My
no.
village,
Again,
my
again.
village, my village people.
No, no, your village people be okay. The thing is, juju doesn't cross the sea.
Yeah, it doesn't cause this.
Yeah, yeah, you don't need to worry about it. And those village people, they don't know how you pay a mortgage. You are the one working here so hard. I see you sometimes online at 2 a.m. You don't sleep. You know, even though you go out there and showcase at Talaku. So, so what are the other things that you invest in? Are do you venture in the stock market?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that shouldn't be the question. And then, and I will say again, thanks to you because there's a lot of things that you taught me on the stock market. I would not say you didn't teach me by saying, oh, sit down over here, let me show you. Just let me watch how you do it, you talking about it. You know, there's something that they say, and Denzel Washington say, if you hang around the barber shop, one day you get a
Yeah,
haircut.
correct. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
I would say like one thing that kind of like drag dr- drag me close to you, beside of our friendship, is you are somebody who's really driven. You challenge me sometime, I don't even
You know,
know.
I remember. You remember there was a time we had a challenge. Who was
Yes.
gonna buy the first house in a
Yeah,
year?
yeah.
And we ended up buying houses.
And I bought it before you.
Yeah, you beat me on that one.
I've been on
Yeah.
that one. So those kind of things that you kind of like, make me get out of the box. And to answer your questions, I would say the stock market. I have some, you know, money that I put into it. I kind of monitor it on myself. You know what I mean? I'm not really too big in investing into that like you. I don't do day trading, all this like that. Put the money sitting over there and then just watch it
And
over
you
time.
do it
Like,
consistently.
yeah, just do the
Yeah.
review. Sometimes when I have question, I'm kind of asking you.
Trust me.
You're the
Yeah.
expert, So,
Yeah.
and then that's not my field. That's not my domain. That's who you are. That's your expertise. And working together, you show me some type of like really tricks, path, how to read, how to be more analytic.
Yeah.
Has been helped me a lot.
No,
So
that's
yeah.
great. That's
So,
great. That's
but other
great.
than that, I work for a corporate
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
company.
yeah. You're a corporate guy. You
Corporate
build
guy.
everything from your corporate paycheck. That simply means people can still build from their corporate paycheck. There was a time you told me about you're thinking of starting a business. Has that pan out in any way?
I'm still trying to find my niche.
Okay.
So do the business not just to do it because you want to see people do. You want to do it. I want to do something I'm passionate about.
No, that's true.
There's so many things I thought about, and then and I want to do something that people need. People need on the daily basis. That's what
Yes.
I'm looking at. At some point, people told me about start teaching. Something like that, teaching courses in cybersecurity, something like that. And I say this, I kind of do like a self-assessment of myself. And sometimes you have to be honest with yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
You can have the knowledge, but not everybody's pedagogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see
And
what I mean?
again, do you have the need for that? Is
I
there
don't
a
have
need?
any. I don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't have a passion. I don't have patience for that.
Yeah, yeah. Then
I'm
it's gonna be boring to you.
But one thing I would say that, assume to cut you off. One thing I would say, I'm a good mentor. I'm a good advisor. I'm a good counselor. I cannot sit down while I show you A, B, C, but I can advise you what is the best route. What is it about. So, and there's so many things I thought about. Not only like in the aspect of selling goods, but most like providing services.
I've seen you and your wife. You guys are like a role model couple out there. When you post stuff with your family,
just-
when you post stuff with your family out there, a lot of folks, they look at your videos and they want to be like you. They want their families to be. Have you thought of maybe starting to be like a marriage counselor?
That crossed my mind because I'll just I'm not saying our couple is perfect, but I would
No,
say
there's no perfect
it's,
couple.
it's,
No.
it's something amazing that we're enjoying. We've been together almost 15 years. It's not something we built today. We've come a long way.
Yeah.
It's a big journey, but we are just enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
That's who we are. We're not faking. We're just having fun. We're young, and then we're just enjoying, and then that's what it's about. You know what I mean? So, and we're not.
So from that, right?
Yeah.
From what you already have, you can turn that into a business, man.
That's true. That's true. And then,
And the thing is, if as again, it has to start with you if you have the passion to do that, because people might be booking your services and coming to tell you, "Oh, what is going?" Is that something that you have the patience to listen and provide them support? Because
even without doing as a professional, I do it all the time. Even now.
so that is why I say you can
Turn
turn
it
that
to-
into a business.
I thought about that.
Oh
To be
yeah.
honest, I thought about
You
that.
think how do people turn stuff into
Yeah.
businesses?
I have a,
If somebody today Walmart is a six-figure business, if somebody could have ever told me
yeah.
that I used to help people open brokerage accounts for free. I'll follow them and say, you must open an investment account.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people, they didn't take it serious. This is 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Now people are paying me $6,000 just to meet with them 2 to 3 times a year. Some people are paying me my regular rate is $4.99 an hour.
Yeah.
So as long as you have the passion in doing something right, and you have the customer base, that is a money making machine for you. So you should look at that.
It never. I mean, I'm just doing that, like you started before, to help people to come out to be. I have people who came to me like boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, marriage relationship. Asking for advice, even business. How about like career path? Something like that. Yeah, I came out. Supporting them. We meet, have a one-on-one, talk about it, and then yeah, the outcome was
So
really,
you can be something like a life and career coach.
yeah, something like that. So and then
Life, it comes with marriage, it comes with everything. Career, what do you want to do?
there's this guy I watch a lot on YouTube. I don't know if you know about him. J City.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's yep,
that's my everyday go guy.
Jay.
So Jay is very, very.
He is good. He
There's a
is
lot of things I
good.
learned from him
He
that I
is
apply into
good.
my daily life today. But I would say that people are different, but always find something from somebody to learn and add into what you have.
Yep.
It make you be a better person.
Yeah, I always look for opportunities to learn. I was in Dallas the other day. Unfortunately I couldn't meet with you again. That was a learning opportunity.
I saw you. Yeah.
Meeting with the top-notch folks in finance and investment in the United States, hanging around them and learning from them.
But
I
yeah,
came back. I came back really solid, man. Came back really solid. Built some connections. That's why I don't just bring people here just to come talk, but for folks to give their experience, and somebody can learn from one or two things from your experience. And if there are further questions, they can reach out to you. They can reach out to me for them. For us, this is our own way of giving back.
I will say this right. As a person, I saw your video when you went over there. Everything you do, I'm always supporting from this.
Oh,
I always
sure.
appreciate
Oh,
you.
absolutely.
I always give you feedback, honest feedback, something
Yeah.
like that. But as a human being, everybody is different. That's one advice I would tell people. Do something that they call self-assessment.
Yeah.
Know your strengths, know your
Your
weakness,
weaknesses.
know what could be the threat to you, know what could be the opportunity for you.
Yeah.
We learned that in economic,
Yeah,
in
swap.
college, swap. So know your swap, understanding, and then work on your weakness to be better. I would say this one of my weakness was coming to America, don't know how to speak English, being a francophone. It was public speaking. But guess what? I mastered it.
Oh yeah.
You cannot even
Oh,
tell.
you cannot tell.
Sometimes I get nervous, but you cannot even tell. You cannot even tell. I work on my strength. My strength is be more like a confidence. I'm very confident when I talk about anything, even if I don't have knowledge
knowledge
about it.
about
You
it.
never know that I don't have knowledge, but that's what I call problem solving.
Yes.
I have that problem solving skills. I can think outside the box on the spot and why and come up with something that is that align, with what we're talking
What
about.
we're talking about.
So I would say, know who you are, know your strength. You, for example, I'm really proud of you, Dr. Ejimo. So I know your journey. You used to have GG Masa. You started for the
Yeah.
this guy has a high school diploma when I met. Today he's a doctor, you know what I mean? So just to say what, you are somebody that when you put your mind to something, you do it good. Not even good, you do it perfectly. You see what I'm saying? And you are somebody you always striving to do the best to your ability. Like me, I was speaking of myself. I had no knowledge about stocks until I met this guy. The lot of things that you showed me, that you taught me, that I learned from you, and you were doing that with passion. You were doing that, with excitement. And then, I will just close my eye like this, tell her, hey, manage my account for me because I trust you. You know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. And then, that's something I would really recommend other people. If you struggle with finance, if you want a portfolio to grow, to bump, we will not give you guys numbers, what is going on right now, but this is the guy to trust, to go to it.
No, thank you
I
for the
really
kind
appreciate
words,
what you
man.
said.
Thank you. And I want to give it back to you again. This is not a back to back kind of you. From the day I met you, you have been an ally and a brother. In good, bad, and ugly times. We discuss, and you have motivated me. I remember at that time when before the year started, about 2 3 years ago, we talked about. She's the first one that will own a property. He beat me to that, but it was a positive competition. I
Yeah.
ended up buying as well. He bought it by March. I ended up in like May or June. That's positive competition. These are the kind of friendship that we need. Not just as long as we meet here and drink Verve.
No,
We drink Verve and while we talk.
talk small jacket.
Oh yeah, and talk business and talk
Yeah.
important things. Family related. We talk about how we can be better husbands, better dads. Like yeah, you came here, you talk about my kids, what they're doing and stuff, and you implementing some of those things, those life
Some feedback,
skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's what friendship should be. It's not all about the drinks or let's go out every day and blah blah blah. But what last words do you have for my audience here before we check out?
Something I want to emphasize the most is that, believe in yourself, trust who you are, know your strength, know your weakness, work on those, see how you can enhance your strengths most likely, because, it will take you far away, from where you are. Also, I would say this, don't be too comfortable, think outside the box, don't be scared to take risk. We're taking risk. At the same time, too, have fun, enjoy life, man. Don't be too serious. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too serious.
As always, please, just a warm welcome and a thank you. We appreciate all those that have been online watching us. Share this video, like and comment. If you have any questions for my brother Samson, put it in the comment area. He'll be watching that from time to time. And if you want to connect with him, he is now a life coach. This guy can coach you on many things, I'm telling you. And now he's providing pro bono services. He's not charging. That's how I started. I wasn't charging. So if you have any kind of life, career, marital stuff, call this guy. I'll put his information at the comment area. This is just, it might be a start of a new business. You don't know.
Yeah, I want to say also this. I want to say this. You brought up something that is very emotional to me about Maryland. I will say this. Maryland has taught me a lot, man. For my friends that I met over there. You know Freddie?
Oh, yeah, Freddie.
I don't know Freddie over here. Freddie and I will go a long way. We've been through a lot. When I see him today, you know what I mean? There's a lot of story behind.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of little things that we need to talk about. Today I speak small pidgin, I speak a little pidgin, something like that. I would say it, Maryland shaped me to the good way.
Oh, absolutely.
Shaped me to the
Absolutely.
good way, So but life is all about climbing the ladder.
That's
you have
true.
to move up each time, everywhere you go, and then trying to do the best of everything that you have.
I think I'll bring you back here in a part two because I think we have to put some of these things out.
No, there's a lot of things I want to share.
It shapes us.
You took me off guard.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah.
So you
And,
need
and
to
I like to do these things so that we don't prepare because it's not gonna be really authentic when we come here and just air out everything that we have. Because personally, right, what is the essence of you living your life tomorrow and all of us gonna die, whether we like it or not, dying, and there is something still in you that you could have shared and somebody could have benefited from it that you didn't share.
definitely to talk a little more about it. Life is all about experience, sharing your experience, and
Yeah.
I hope that the little story about my life that I share will inspire somebody. And the best advice I could ever give you again is like believe in yourself.
Yep.
Don't follow the crowd. Be unique. You don't need so many people around you to be the best. It's all about quality over quantity. Bring the good people around you who push you, who motivate you, who help you be the best of who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And once again, I appreciate you, Edimo. You play a big part of my life, The
yeah.
journey continues.
The journey continues, brother.
All right.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Thank you guys.
Hey, they have a toast. They have a toast, man.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Il faut qu'on finisse en beauté, mon frère. Hein? À la santé.
Cheers. À la santé.
On est ensemble.